Hey guys, Bloon here, coming at you with the deck profile and a local tournament report on my Fire King deck. First of all, I already found the deck that I'm going to be playing for the format, and it's going to be Fire Kings. They're a very underrated deck. I really took a lot of people by surprise in my local tournament. Um, I I went X and two. For those of you guys that don't know what X means, it means like it means like you've won, I guess. I don't know, whatever. It means you haven't lost. So I didn't know that either. So I'm just pointing that out there for people that don't know what it is. And yeah, so I didn't lose. I only lost twice. So I played 5 rounds. So I won 3 matches and I lost 2 matches, unfortunately. Um, I'm going to be first of all, it's going to be a local tournament report, but like always, it'll be a deck profile, a deck image down in the description below if you guys already know what all the card effect does and don't want to stick around for this. But I'm going to go through the local tournament report first. I was at first match I faced windups. I lost to him. Really great match though. Really great match. I won game one. I flipped Skildred and he couldn't do anything else. Game two went to him because I didn't draw any Skildred and I didn't draw any on my side that card. Game three, I draw 2 Skildred. Uh, he summoned Wind Up Magician and he revealed Wind Up Shark in his hand. I chain Skill Drain, he MSTs, and he just went from there. And I didn't draw any of my side deck cards after that. So, but it was a really great match, really great duelist. Windups, I really did not expect any windups. Um, Plus my side deck was really incomplete. I just sided in a lot of back row removal because I came up with this deck the night before, so it really wasn't really prepared yet. So yeah. Game two, my second round, I won. I faced off against Evil Swarms. Really good duel as well. My opponent did a couple of misplays, but still a really great duel. Again, he won game one because I couldn't get my Ophion. I couldn't get Ophion off the board. I couldn't. Game two, I set it in a lot against him. A lot of monster removal. I set it in the Earthbound Immortal thing that I'll be getting to, and then two fencing fire ferrets. Fencing fire ferret just shines in this deck as well, just because of the fact that you could keep on reusing it. It's not like most decks that it's like you have to destroy it and then it goes to the grave, and then you can't take it out from the grave again unless you call the haunted back. So with this one, you just circle it, and I just kept on doing that and doing that until I wasted all his Ophions and I had a Grunix on board, and it was just kind of the GG from there. And I also set in a lot of back row hate for him. Round three, I faced off against Blackwings. Blackwings, I won against that one. I won round one, round two. Um, I went Crimson Blader. He couldn't do anything. He didn't. He wasted all his Kalutes early in the game though, like really early in the game. So I mean, whatever it was, I guess on his part. I really didn't side much for that. Skill Drain was kind of useless in that match because he could always Icarus attack. The only card I decided in against him and I didn't draw it at all was DNA Surgery because it made his his Icarus attack kind of dead, and I don't want my back row being popped because I do run a lot of back row for this deck. So yeah, I won game one and two in that round. Round four, I went against Heradic OTK. Uh, damn, I got OTK'd. Like he won game one because I got OTK'd. I had a Mirror Force and a Deep Prison, and yeah, I had a Mirror Force and a Deep Prison and a Compulsa, whatever. Uh, he special summons Tefnuit, tribute summons for Sue. I'm like, whatever, it's not that bad. He gets the effect. He activates Sue's effect, and I'm like, target. And he's like, this or whatever. And I'm like, okay. I chain compulse to it, so he bounces back to the hand. He tributes for Sue again, using the monster he just got from Tefnuit. And then he just kind of kept on wasting back row, back row, back row until he could actually push for game. Because I only had a Yacha set, and that really didn't save me because I had a Grunix at hand. So, yeah. Uh, he won game one. I won game two just by sheer he didn't draw his cards, and then in game three he won again and won. I really didn't have any side deck for him because the only thing I was really siding like a lot was back row hate. So yeah, that's really about it. Game four, round four. I so that was my second loss. That was my only loss. And round four, I played against my friend Alex. Really great duelist against Stellars. Uh, yeah, I won round one and round two. So game one and game two. I'm sorry, against Constellars. I have a really great match against Constellars. And then that's it. I made it to ninth place. I didn't top. I needed one more to top eight, but one more. So I was kind of salty about it, and I was just in, I was in ninth place unfortunately. But whatever. The deck really shined. I took a lot of people off guard with it. I'm really happy with it. So let's just get to it now, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna try to make this a short video because of the local tournament report. And then if you guys don't want to stick through it, there will be an annotation somewhere in the video. So, anyways, let's get started with your boss monster. 3 Fire King Grunix. He blows up the field when he's destroyed by a card effect. You bring him out. If you bring a Fire King monster out from your deck if he gets destroyed by battle. Use that effect many times. Your main card of the deck. Literally, this is your main monster. And no, it doesn't matter what anyone says. Grunix is only live because of Yaksha. Yaksha destroys a card either on your side of the field or in your hand. A really great card. Combos off with this guy. This is your Insector Centipede of the deck. When he gets destroyed by a card effect, you get to search your deck during the next standby phase for a Fire King card. So you can search out your Onslaughts, your Yakshas, your Circles, and all those good stuff. Now for the support of the deck. This is your main engine. You run these 9 cards. Those are your Fire King engine. Like I said, this is a budget variant, so no Wolf Arcs or anything like that. And the deck still did great. 3 Flamvell Fire Dog. It's my favorite monster of all Yu-Gi-Oh! Really great card. People say don't run this at 3. You're stupid if you don't run this at 3 in this deck because it has way too many targets. It has a total of 7 targets in the deck, including 3 Yaksha, 3 Barong, and the last target is the 1 Tecton Flamvell Magician. I just like this card. I thought I was gonna be facing some zombies. This card really didn't do much though. I'm actually kind of contemplating maybe even citing this out or something. I don't know, because it did not do anything like at all. So I don't know. And I don't know in Spark Dragon, but I thought I could abuse Crimson Blader, because Crimson Blader is a fire, so I could just circle the Fire King it, but it didn't turn out to be like that. I didn't face any deck that really got hurt by it, and when I did, I usually setted this guy out because I 100% actually setted this guy out game 2 and 3. 1 Tecton Bear, because Bear, I heard from you guys, and it's true, Bear, the free spot removal, and allows you to search out another Tenki, allowing you to search out another Beast Warrior, which is really great. So 1 Bear. I don't think you need 2, though 2 would be okay, I guess, but still, I really want to find room for at least 1 Fencing Fire Ferret for the game 1 with Ophions and stuff like that. So I might take out the Magician for a Fencing Fire Ferret, depending. I don't know. Now for the spells, we're running 14 monsters. For the spells, we're running 3 of your godlike spell card, 3 obviously out of the Fire Kings. To be honest, game 2 and 3 against Ophion, against Evil Swarms, I usually went onslaught of the Fire King, Fencing Fire Ferret. He was like, okay, his effects are negated, whatever. So I left it on defense, and then I just set a couple, and then my turn. And then during the end phase, onslaught destroys, and Fencing Fire Ferret's effect states that when this card is destroyed, you get to target 1 face-up card on your opponent's side of the field, destroy that target, and inflict 500 life points to your opponent. He didn't know that, so he was kind of salty about that. He was like, fuck, so Onslaught, really great card to just get your key pieces. That's why I only would like to fit in 1 Fencing Fire Ferret, because you could always search it out with Onslaught. 3 Circle the Fire Kings. People only run 2. I run 3 because it never clogged, and when I did draw into 2, it was always live, because I either drew into a Yaksha and a Barong, making it live, or anything. Circle the Fire King really did shine. It enabled OTKs like crazy. I have OTK 3 times in the tournament. So really great card. What I did is I attacked with Grunix into a direct field. My opponent had like 37 life points left, I think, and I had 2 Fire King cards. I'm like, okay, in Chain Circle, I brought back I destroyed my Grunix. I brought back my Flamvell Fire Dog. He's like, okay, and then I specialed out Barong, Yaksha, attack for game. He was like, fuck. He didn't know I could special summon Fire Kings either, so yeah. Now for the consistency cards, we're running 3 Tenkis. Tenki just searches out your Beast Warriors. It's kind of stupid that this card went back to 3 though, but I mean, what are you gonna do? So 3 consistency cards, really good with Bear as well. You could also reuse Bear. That's why I'm only running the 1 Bear, because you could always reuse the Bear with Circle. Another consistency card, 2 Pot of Duality. Some people don't run this in Fire Kings, but this card is great. You guys don't know how amazing it is to Pot of Duality into a Tenki search another. So you basically deck them by 2 cards, and then you set the Yaksha. I literally 90% of the time, if I was going first, I never normal summoned the Yaksha. I never normal summoned any Fire King card. I usually set the Yaksha, wait for my opponent to destroy either Dark Hole or Bear Pop, and then I would get the effect and so on. Another card that I was kind of contemplating maybe fitting in would probably be Swift Scarecrow, because I don't want that bear to attack me directly. So there's a couple of Fire Fist players in my local, so I might fit in with Scarecrow somewhere. Now, for the best spell of the game, hands down, two God Kindlings, Rekindlings if you guys don't know. Rekindling just, you have, Rekindling I believe has 10 targets in the deck, 3 Flambeau Fire Dog, 3 Barongs, 3 Yaksha, that's already 9, plus the 1 Magician, that's 10 targets. Every time I activated Rekindling in the tournament, I never lost that game. Never. Rekindling is just too good. I can't believe it didn't get banned with, or hit with, different dimension. It's just another dimension card, to be honest with this deck. So yeah. I only run it at 2, don't want to run it at 3, because if you run it at 3, you're going to clog up your hand early game, and that's off. Now, for backer removal. 2 MSTs. I really want to fit in a third MST as well, because I saw a lot of back row, and I just, sometimes I ran into it, but thank God I had Circle to chain stuff too. I don't know, I might fit into one more MST, I don't know how I feel about that yet. And for the last spell, 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon is Book of Moon, allows you to get your Flambeau Fire Dog to go through. For the traps, you're running a huge trap lineup in this deck actually. This deck really doesn't need that big of a trap lineup, I'm running 10. Usually Fire King decks run 7 to 8 maybe. So, 2 Mirror Force, it was really slow, never activated it once. 2 Dimensional Prison, again, never got it through. Best trap of the day, hands down. 2 Generation Shifts, basically if you guys don't know what this card does, it destroys one face-up card you control, add a card from your deck with the same name as the card you destroyed, and yeah, that's it. So what I did was usually I would destroy Barong, search out a Barong, and then I would special summon out a Yaksha because it was destroyed by a card effect. This card is amazing. Allows plays. 2 Skill Drain. I opted to main these guys because it hurts everything, and it really never did me wrong. Really good. Yeah, you don't get the boom, but I mean that's a small price to pay if you're gonna cripple your opponent. At least you get a 2700 beat stick all the time. And I never got this out like against Evil Swarms. It was really stupid. 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential for the traps, and that's it for the main deck, guys. That's a main deck of 40. Now, I don't feel like going through the side deck, because the side deck is really like atrocious. Like it's pretty incomplete, but I guess I'll show you guys what I sided. But for the extra deck, 1 Tiger King, really great card. It negates the effects. It's basically a walking skill drain. really good. And it's also a fire target, so you can circle it. Yeah, I would run 2. I recommend running 2 if you have to, but I'm not gonna probably like waste $10 to run 2. So another $10. So yeah. 1 Utopia, Crazy Box, Diamond Dire Wolf. I would recommend running 2 if you have it. Really good card. I'm gonna find another one for sure. 1 Cowboy, Maestro, Sky Pegasus, really good card actually. Won me a game. Black Ship, Poppy. And for the level rank 8, 1 Heliopolis, because I've usually had 2 Gurnixes out on board, or a Gurnix and a level 8 Synchro. Shout out to my friend Alex. Thank you for letting me borrow it. I gotta give it back. For the Synchros, already 1 Crimson. You could reuse it, so why run 2? 1 Rare Dragon Archfiends, because there are a lot of Gear players. 1 Stardust. I wish I had Spark Dragon, but I don't. So yeah, if you guys could find it, put it in. And 1 Scrap. And that's it for the extra. Now for the side. The side, please don't laugh, it was pretty bad. So yeah, I forgot to put this one in the sleeve. 1, Earthbound Immortal Catula. I'm not gonna. It's the reptile one. It's the one that looks like this. Basically, when it gets destroyed by a card effect, which you're usually gonna destroy it in hand, you blow up the field. It's basically a black rose. It won me a game against Evil Swarms. Really good card. Main side deck card that I always set it in, 215 Fire Ferrets. Really great card. I usually set it in my Magician and like a Speller Trap or something for this. Really great card. Can't say much about it. The 1 MST, really good. I set in a lot of back row removal. 2 Mind Drains, took care of Palutes and Boojins and stuff like that. Rivalry, really good against Constellars, Evil Swarms, but never drew it against any of them. 2 Dusts, 2 DNA Surgery, and for the last cards, 2 Malevolent Catastrophe. Won me a game against Evil Swarms. Really fucking good card. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile, and that's it for me. Like I said, Fire Kings are a really great card, that deck for this format. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I try to make it as short as possible. And again, there will be an annotation somewhere that you could just skip right to the deck profile. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This has been Oblivion, guys. Catch you guys later. Deuces. Ah!